So I don't know what it is. And I just saw it and I'm like, oh, it's so pretty. These are little yellow flowers that are probably like a daisy in a way. This looks like a flower that I could have bought off the internet, but I have to check my bought page to double check what kind of flower it is. But I think I did bought and sow this as a seed. These are little yellow flowers. They're tiny, they're like ground cover. Once again, I don't know what kind of flower these are, but they seem to be some sort of ground cover. This is some sort of native bush. It's actually part of a bigger plant, but it looks like this. So this is a native bush with a pretty flower. And that's a very similar looking bush, but it's growing wildly, so. I have no idea what this is. Some sort of weird spiky plant with a flower up the top. That's yet to bloom. Maybe it might be a thistle or something. Thistle, maybe. I think this is once again a native flower. It comes off this native bush here. So purposely planted there. This is a type of daisy. It's a wild bush that was replanted to grow as a well-fed plant to make sure it survives, and it's actually quite bushy. This is a small bud of dandelion, and that's some unopened dandelion. And more dandelion, it's a flowery bit. Lots of dandelion. This is some sort of weed, but it has a really pretty flower. I'm like, oh, look at that for a flower. It's like really pretty, so, but it's a weed. These are Magnolia or something, I don't know. Something to try and keep the pests away from the fruit tree that's growing next to it, and it's growing more and more wider than the fruit tree, but not taller than what the fruit tree is going to eventually be. That's a fig. This is a blueberry bush, but I think it's being damaged by all the rain. But it's growing slowly. I mean, not slowly, but growing. I don't think it's going to produce berries this year, though. In the middle of these weeds, look at that. It's such an impressive weed. It just sprouts out of nothing and has this weird wintry look, and next to it's an avocado. So that's the avocado tree. That's the thing that isn't the weed. That is a weed, and that is a weed, but with a pretty flower. I don't know what this is, but it's pretty, and it's probably some sort of herb, maybe to get the pests away from the olive tree, which has its own little buds. So the little hard buds have turned into flowers, and which may or may not go into olives. Probably not. It's the first time it's ever flowered this year. So the bees are definitely buzzing around. Really enjoying themselves. That's the sound. The bee. These are what are they called? Pygmy jacks or something? Jumping jacks. They really love it here. Look, it's flourished. The plants have flourished here. I think this is just your common, what is it? A dandelion. So nice and yellow. I don't know what this is, but it's small and yellow. Little tiny yellow flowers. Same with this, is small and purple. Growing wildly. This is an aloe vera flower. Look at that. Waterlogged. These houseplants are getting savage. If you don't want your houseplants to survive, you leave them outside. And these are a little gallery of pretty large and nice looking shady plants. So they're doing well out here. Very well. Don't ask me what this is, but it looks like it's going to flower sometime. or just grow. It might be just a weed. I like these big ones. These are really cool.